off air a couple minutes ago, Emily was sharing this. What did this come from Reddit, like a Reddit thread?
Yeah, what makes you feel old? Because also we were talking about giving away haunted hoorah tickets, and haunted houses make me feel old because I'm not as athletic as I used to be running through them.
You just can't get through as quickly as you used to, right?
And I give them opportunities. So,
do you know what made me feel super old the other night?
What?
We went to the Olentangy Berlin and Thomas Worthington High School football game.
Okay.
And I said to Mrs. Kirsch, we were sitting in the stands, and I'm like, do you remember when you were in high school and you thought you were old? Like you were you were grown up.
Yep.
I'm looking at high school kids. I'm like, they are kids.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else made me feel old? Now that you say that, you're making me think of like high school. Songs that I grew up on are now playing on our sister station.
Oh,
Star.
yeah, on Star.
Fine.
And they're like the classic.
Yes, they're classic. Yes. I Want It That Way, Backstreet Boys apparently is a classic. That is so depressing.
Oldies.
It's the 90s. It wasn't that long ago.
The other thing, oh my gosh, and I see memes about this. I'm sure you've seen them. Have you noticed how great the music is in the grocery store?
Stop. No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
I was in Kroger in Lewis Center the other day, and Man in the Box by Alice in Chains was playing in there. That's like good 90s. Yeah, it was.
No, I'm saying no. Who notices that?
You've never noticed music playing in the grocery store?
No, I'm usually in my own little world.
I'm starting to realize that I pay attention to a lot of things, and I feel like you don't pay attention to many things. You're
Not that, because I'm usually I want to get in and out. I'm done. I don't like grocery shopping.
Next time you walk into Kroger or Meijer or wherever you do your grocery shopping, or Walmart or whatever it happens to be, Kroger seems to be the one with the hot playlist, though. I will say that.
Okay. Well, that's kind of like all we got out here where I live.
All right, so when you go in Kroger, now I can't vouch for the Johnstown Kroger, but that Lewis Center one, man, they are jamming in there. Good stuff.
Probably have all the celebrities in there. They want to impress them.
The Lewis Center Kroger, the heartbeat of Central Ohio. So we found out about 10 minutes ago, Emily is not going to the haunted hoorah because she said she's
not going. I just said I get scared and can't run as fast as I used to.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't go to the haunted hoorah.
No, I feel like I need to go to serve our listeners some great entertainment.
New Country, fewer commercials. New Country 103.9. You know, they don't really have chains on the chainsaws, Emily.
You can tell me that all day. It'll still not work. I'll still be terrified.
I worked at a haunted house one time, and they gave me the chainsaw.
Yes, you did.
And this is when I worked for WKXA in Findlay. We had WKXA night at a haunted house up there, and they gave me the chainsaw. And I was like, can I chase people with it? They're like, you can hit people with it. It doesn't have a chain on it. I was like, okay, cool. I forget what the haunted house was.
Nope.
No need to run. All right, if you want to go to the haunted hoorah, it's in Marion. It is up and running through November 2nd. Tickets are on sale right now at hauntedhoorah.com. That's HOORAH. But we've got your chance to score a 4-pack of passes right now for you to head up to the birthplace of Warren G. Harding.
Oh, okay. All you have to do is text the word TWIST, 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 to 99139.
And we will text you back today if you win the 4-pack of tickets this morning, which, by the way, now that we're talking about this, there is something I've heard of that I've not verified, but it's supposed to be super, super creepy in Marion, Ohio. And I want to see if anyone listening knows if this is real. Can we talk about that coming up this morning?
That's fine.
All right.
Love all the Halloween spooky vibe.
You want to talk about that in like 10 minutes? I just want to see if this is real, if anybody's actually experienced this in Marion. Yeah, let's talk about that coming up.
You're not telling me what this thing you heard about Marion is, and it's driving me crazy because I don't like surprises. So
Any
day now.
There for a second.
Any
coffee.
day now.
So if anybody can verify that this is real, somebody told me this a while back, and it stuck with me. And this is about, it's in Marion, Ohio. I think it's in a cemetery. There is some sort of monument that has a ball on top of it. right? It's like a I don't know, like a stand with a big ball, and it's all concrete. And somebody told me that if you pay close enough attention, like people have marked the ball and it moves. And it's like, 1,000-pound cement ball on a pedestal, but somehow it spins.
You should go test that out.
Have you ever heard that?
Nope, I have not. But I feel like you're going to volunteer as tribute to go test that one out.
You know what? I wanted to bring this up just to see if you had ever heard about it. I'm going to search Marion, Ohio, spinning ball. Mysterious revolving ball.
So scary. Okay.
Yeah, for more than 100 years, a 5,200-pound ball of polished black granite has been slowly rotating on a pedestal in the Marion Cemetery. It was featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not in 1929.
Oh, wow.
There's the picture of it. Do you see that? It's like this giant granite ball.
Okay.
And I guess it spins, and no one can explain why.
Like, it's not just made like that?
Made to spin?
Yeah.
How would it spin? It's granite sitting on concrete.
No, I'm just trying to I'm being you right now. I'm trying to debunk whatever is happening.
We should go up. We should go up to Marion.
Okay.
Let's take a little road trip. Let's go see.
Oh. I will take one for the team.
What'd you do this weekend? Well, we visited the spinning ball in Marion. No, we have to go see. If you've ever experienced this, text us 991039. I want to see if you've seen it in person. I find it hard to believe. It doesn't make any sense that it would spin, but I don't know.
I wish everyone could see the way you just turned your hat over there, Marky Mark.
My hat just spun. It's now on sideways. I had the baseball cap on backwards. Now it's on sideways.
Yeah.
Because why not? All right, Emily, hit me with this. You said there's the trending topic you found online that you're like, I think Kirsch is going to lose his mind over this. I can't wait to hear what this is. It's Kirsch and Emyle, New Country, fewer commercials, New Country 103.9.
So there is a new thing when you're getting married. It's called a pet prenup. So people marrying later in life and bringing their own pets into the relationship. Pet prenups are becoming a thing. They help decide who gets custody of the pets if things go south, who pays for food and vet bills, and who makes the medical decisions for them. How do you feel?
Yeah.
I leave you speechless every trending topic Tuesday.
You do. Okay, so this is a complicated thing. I was out with a friend of mine over the weekend. And a new couple together who were introducing their pets, right? Mm-hmm. The dog and the dog met finally, so they can kind of figure that out, right? I never had to go through that, but they said that was very, they said that it was very challenging because they were like, well, if we can't get our dogs to like each other, it's going to make it really tough for us to work out. And I'm like, I don't like that. Really?
No. Because, in my relationship, let's be honest, my dog was not as friendly as my husband's dog was. And we just separated them. Yeah, it was a little stressful, sure. But they got along, but not super close, But I don't know. We worked out fine.
So, okay, I've had 30 seconds to digest this a little bit. And here's what I'm thinking. I think that's kind of dumb. And I'll tell you why. Okay. I think when you date somebody, it's like you get everything. You get all the baggage. And if all the baggage is a pet, the baggage is coming along for the ride.
Exactly. I would understand this if they bought the pet together, not bringing it into the relationship.
Yeah. I mean, if I were single and I met someone and she was like, hey, you know what? I've got a dog and if we're going to move in together, I'm going to bring my dog along. I wouldn't be like, well, you have to sign this paperwork.
I would understand if they got it together, but not if it's your own, it's your own.
Yeah. I agree with you 100% on that. People try to make everything too complicated these days. I don't believe this, Emily. I don't think this is right at all.
So I found this story according to Forbes, which apparently people trust. I'm questioning it right now. They collected data from the months of June to July this year. Oh, that's a short period. There's no way this is accurate.
June, okay.
Ohio has the second best drivers in the nation.
That's false. That's wrong.
Oh, do you want to know who number one is?
Oh, don't tell me it's Indiana, because if it's Indiana,
No,
this is absolutely false. Who's number one?
it's Tennessee. And then, I know. And then after Ohio, Pennsylvania and Florida.
No, this is wrong. Whoever did this study is wrong.
I'm pretty sure when my friend moved to Tennessee, their insurance went up because the driving was so bad.
I mean, Ohio drivers aren't the worst, but they're definitely not good. Indiana's the worst. Like, I'll say right now, Indiana drivers, holy cow.
But here's the funny thing. One of them was they go off the data of people changing lanes without using turn signals. Apparently, that's low for Ohio, and I don't buy that.
That's not
I don't
low.
buy that at all.
Do you know
I just
what
had to
else?
bring this to light.
Do you know what else I just saw? There was a story, speaking of insurance companies, studying that kind of stuff and looking after that kind of stuff. I just saw a story the other day that a guy's insurance got dinged because he rode the Beast down to Kings Island. So his insurance app tracked him. And it's like, you're starting and stopping fast and you're going around turns too fast and all that.
How hard would that be to fight?
It can't be that hard. It's like, I'm sorry, I was not going 100 miles an hour through the woods.
Right. I feel like you have to get a hold of someone and then you have to, I don't know. That just sounds like a headache.
Just call him and be like, I was on the Beast. Look at my location. And I was not driving 100 miles an hour through the woods.
You need to fix your app. Clearly.
Seriously.
So I wonder if that's just an insurance thing to get more money out of you.
It's so creepy how much you're being tracked. But yeah, Ohio, I don't buy that Ohio has the second best drivers in the nation.
Although,
I don't know who does, now that I think about it. I feel like every state has terrible drivers.
yeah, I feel like people, yeah, you're right. Just can't drive. You're right.
As you're on the road this morning, chime in. Well, don't text and drive, but chime in when you get to where you're going. Let us know if you agree with Ohio having the second best drivers in the nation.
Right.
Text us 991039. So you want to be besties with Kane? Well, not Kane, but Caitlin Brown?
Yes. Why wouldn't I?
She seems like she would be really cool to just kind of hang out with.
Yeah. I mean, she just seems like we would just get along great. I don't know why. I just get that vibe.
Has her life together. Her house is always clean from all the Instagram pictures I see. Do you think that's true?
Yes, because she can afford a housekeeper.
Yeah, but I mean, the kids are messy. Not a housekeeper can't keep up with them nonstop.
Never say that. Never say never.
I think it's all just a big show. Okay, so the question you asked me, ask this again, because I think I came up with something.
So if you could create a completely absurd law that everyone had to follow for just a day, what would that be?
Do you have one that you've thought of?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like crazy, but I think some people would struggle with it.
Okay, what is it?
It's taking a day off social media or the internet, and they just have to communicate the old-fashioned way.
Like old-fashioned ways in phone calls or face-to-face?
Like the 90s, like, the early 2000s, that kind of thing, yeah. Or just like disconnecting from the world. Just, take some time.
Everybody should just do that on the day that you decide.
Yes.
All right, that's a good one.
Some people would probably freak out, but I just think,
I came up with one.
Oh, gosh. Okay. What is it?
I think it's driven by the season we're in right now and how every commercial that's on TV here this morning is a political ad. And, one says Kamala's bad, one says Donald's bad, one says Sherrod's bad, one says it's like, I'm kind of tired of it. But here's what I thought of. My absurd law would be this. Every time a politician lies, they have to be slapped in public.
Well, they would get slapped a lot.
Like, seriously.
I like that.
Do you think they believe their lies when they tell, like...
Yes, some I think do, yes. Some I think forget what they say and then the internet just reminds them.
Yeah, I think so. That's my law that we would have to observe for a day. Just anytime a politician lies, you bring him out. Oh, caught you. Bring him out.
So lame now compared to yours.
Bam. You're like, everybody takes time off Facebook. I'm like, bam.
Like, no, I'm just going to smack the crap out of someone.
You go. It's going to be fun. This is why I'm not in charge. It is time for Gen X versus the Millennial. Every Tuesday morning at this time, we quiz each other on our respective generations' stuff. And Emily, I texted you last night, and what did I say about this one?
you cannot wait for this week's Gen X versus the Millennial because of the topic.
It's a topic that I feel like you're an expert on, and I think you've got the chance to go 5 for 5 on this.
All right, what is it? It's not football, right?
No.
Okay.
So I'm Gen X, you're the Millennial, and this week it's Gen X trivia. The topic is Gen X versus the Millennial, the Disney edition.
Oh, okay. If I don't go 5 for 5, I'm going to be very disappointed
She's
in
the
myself.
world's biggest Disney parks fan, biggest Disney movies fan, and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. We've got 5 trivia questions. Most of them are multiple choice. We'll see how you do. You ready?
Yep.
Number 1 this week on Gen X versus the Millennial, the Disney edition. In 1983, which country was the first to build a Disneyland outside of the United States? Was it France, Japan, or Hong Kong?
I want to say it's France. Oh my gosh. Japan, then, isn't it?
It was
Or is that
Japan.
Hong Kong?
It was Japan.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm already,
This is the only one that's not multiple choice, but I have faith in you. You can get it. In 1982, Epcot opened at Walt Disney World. What does Epcot stand for?
oh my gosh, no, I'm blanking. I actually never really know this.
You've got this. I'll give you the first word. Experimental.
Experimental. Oh my God. No, I don't think I ever really understood. I am failing.
Oh, it's Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
You know the Up Tomorrow part, but that's about it.
All right, let's see.
Honestly, I have never known that. I thought this was a Disney quiz, not a Disney Parks quiz.
Okay, let's go to Disney movies. Herbie was the star of a famous string of Disney movies in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Herbie was a Volkswagen Beetle with what number painted on his hood? 53, 64, or 75?
53.
All right, there you go. You got 53.
I'm so sad right now. Okay, keep going.
Let's stay on Disney movies. In the Disney movie Splash,
Okay, well.
Tom Hanks' character falls in love with a character played by Daryl Hannah. Her character, named Madison, was A, a dolphin, B, a mermaid, C, the goddess of the sea.
I'm going to say C. I don't know that movie. A mermaid.
She was a mermaid.
I don't know.
Come on. Okay, well, we're not doing well. Okay, last one. In 1987, Disney Parks implemented a novel way for guests to spend their money. What was the currency called? Was it Mickey money, Disney dollars, or Tinker Bills?
Sorry, it's Disney dollars, but the Tinker Bills had me.
You know what? You went 2 for 5. It's a loss on the Disney edition of Gen X versus the Millennial, Emily.
I can't believe I didn't know what Epcot stood for.